You can support In the Past Lane with as little as $1 a month. Just go to the support page at our website, inthepastlane.com. Thanks.
Whoa, hit the brakes. You've arrived at the #1 drive-by for American history. Welcome to The Pit Stop. Brought to you by In the Past Lane, the podcast about history and why it matters. Here's Edward T. O'Donnell, your host and historian at large.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Pit Stop, your Monday source for history on the go in just about 5 minutes. We offer this feature every Monday in addition to our full feature episodes. Here's what happened in American history the week of September 23rd, 2019. Let's start with birthdays. September 23rd, 1838, women's rights activist Victoria Woodhull was born in Homer, Ohio. Woodhull made history in 1872 when she became the first woman to run for president of the United States. She was a candidate of the Equal Rights Party and launched her campaign by saying, "I now announce myself as candidate for the presidency. I anticipate criticism." And if you want to know more about Victoria Woodhull, check out In the Past Lane episode number 16. September 24th, 1755, the 4th Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court, John Marshall, was born in Germantown, Virginia. John Marshall once wrote, "The people made the Constitution, and the people can unmake it. It lives only by their will." 2 great American writers were born this week. The first, F. Scott Fitzgerald, who was born September 24th, 1896 in St. Paul, Minnesota. Fitzgerald was the author of several classics, including The Great Gatsby, This Side of Paradise, and The Beautiful and the Damned. F. Scott Fitzgerald once observed, "Show me a hero, and I'll write you a tragedy." The other great writer was William Faulkner, who was born September 25th, 1897, in New Albany, Mississippi. Faulkner also wrote several classics, including The Sound and the Fury and As I Lay Dying. William Faulkner once wrote, "The past is not dead. In fact, it's not even past." September 27th, 1722, Patriot Samuel Adams was born in Boston, Massachusetts. Adams once said, "Some men declaim loudly upon liberty who, if we may judge by the whole tenor of their actions, mean nothing else by it but their own liberty, to oppress all who are poor and weaker than themselves." Okay, what about events? September 23rd, 1949, the Soviet Union stunned the United States and the world when it detonated an atomic bomb. Most experts believe the USSR was years away from developing a bomb, so the news set off a panic at the highest levels of the United States government. The sense of security the United States enjoyed because it was the world's only nuclear power was over. September 25th, 1957, 9 African-American students, escorted by soldiers of the 101st Airborne Division of the United States Army, entered Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas. This was the first major test of the 1954 Supreme Court decision, Brown v. Board of Education, which declared segregated schools unconstitutional. And if you want to know more about Little Rock and the history of school desegregation, check out In the Past Lane episode number 40. September 25th, 1981, Sandra Day O'Connor raised her right hand and was sworn in as the first woman justice of the United States Supreme Court. September 26th, 1960, presidential candidates John F. Kennedy and Richard M. Nixon square off in their first televised debate. JFK looked cool, calm, and beautiful. Nixon, well, not so much. September 26, 1969, the television show The Brady Bunch premiered. Okay, time for the last word. Let's give it to writer William Faulkner, who was born 122 years ago this week. Here's an excerpt from a speech he gave at a graduation in 1952 at a high school in Oxford, Mississippi. "Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth." Okay, people, that's your history fix for the week. Now put it in drive and go make your own history.